Greetings, Dandelions. Welcome to Dandelion Yoga, your virtual yoga studio. Today I've got a meditation for you. So go ahead and bundle up, grab a blanket to wrap yourself up in, a cushion to sit on so that you're nice and comfy, and then come all the way down to your mat and we will meet in a seated position. So when we come down to the mat, we want to keep in mind that comfort is key. Today's meditation is about 8 to 10 minutes long, so we want to make sure that we are sitting in a way that is going to be comfortable and sustainable for us. So there are a couple of things that you can do to help you with that if you know that sitting in the middle of the room is not going to serve you. One of the things that I like to do is to scoot myself against a wall. And this is really nice, especially if I'm feeling a little bit tired or I feel a little worn out. The wall being there for me to lean on is a nice little support that kind of helps me with my practice. Another thing that you can do is have a meditation cushion or rolled up blankets, and you can stack those and then sit on them so that the hips are higher than the knees. And that's quite nice because that helps the hips to open up without causing you pain and allows you to sit just a little bit straighter with a little bit less effort. So go ahead and take a few moments to get yourself into a nice sustainable position. Make sure that you're warm enough. Oftentimes as we meditate, the body temperature tends to drop. So I like to make sure that I've got a blanket on my lap. And then we're not going to worry about what we're doing with our hands today. We're just going to tuck our hands into our laps. And when you're ready, you just close the eyes here. And bring the awareness right to the tip of the nose. Taking just a few moments to appreciate the way that the air flows through the nostrils as we breathe in and as we breathe out. So we have cool air as we inhale, warm air as we exhale. Maybe we observe the rise and fall of the chest with each breath in and each breath out. We feel the belly relax. So that as we inhale, the belly releases and expands. And as we exhale, the belly deflates and compresses. And we'll take just a few moments now to allow the breathing to soften, to allow it to become totally effortless. And as the breathing slows, we'll turn our attention to our internal world. The idea during meditation is not that you should stop your thoughts from happening. Instead, we want to become observers. So I like to think of this as the difference between wading through a river upstream versus sitting on the riverbank and watching the water go by. So take a moment in your mind's eye just to settle on the banks of your stream of conscience. And know that no matter what you do during the next 8 to 10 minutes, the water in that stream, in that river, is going to keep on flowing. Thoughts are going to keep popping into the forefront of your mind. And we want to be kind to ourselves, so it's not about reprimanding our minds for wandering. It's about keeping enough attention on where you're sitting, what your breath is doing, that you don't get tangled up in those thoughts that are happening. Instead, you can take the thought, put it back into its stream, and let it float away. Perhaps if you're a visual person, this can take on the form of lighting a floating candle, or making a paper boat and putting it on the water. So each time the mind wanders, treat it as an opportunity to light a candle, to make your boat, and to let that thought go. And then to bring the awareness back to the breath. Focusing on the sensation of being still, still in the body, and still in the mind. Remembering that each time the mind brings something to you unbidden, you have the opportunity to light that candle, to make that paper boat, and to let it float away. ready to come out of your meditation, do so by beginning to acknowledge the things in the room around you that you can experience with your eyes still closed. Note any sounds coming from the room you're in or beyond. Name each sound. Make a note of the temperature of the room and how it compares to the temperature of the breath. Take just a moment to breathe in deeply. 4, 3, 2, 1. Filling the lungs, and as you exhale, bring the hands to heart center and rub the palms together. Press the hands over the face here. Breathe in. Make little cups with your palms over your eyes, and as you exhale, open your eyes in the dark behind your hands. Take a moment here, maybe blink a few times. One more big inhale, reaching the crown of the head up. And as you exhale, sweep the hands down the face to the heart and to the ground. You can open the eyes here, blink them a few times, allow them to adjust to the light in the room. And then to finish our meditation practice today, we'll bring our hands together at heart center. Bring the thumbs to the third eye, reminding us to have kind and loving thoughts. To our lips, reminding us to have kind and loving words. To our hearts, reminding us to have kind and loving intentions. Take a moment to bow to all of your efforts. And then I would like to thank you for clicking on this video and watching. If you liked this and you want more meditations, please make sure that you subscribe so that you have access to all of those on your homepage. If you have any sort of ideas for how meditation works, any other metaphors that you like to use in your practice, you can go ahead and comment those below. I'm sure that a lot of people will find them really useful. So please make sure that you share any information that you have. And if you have any requests for any themes or any poses or any practices that you would like to see, please let me know about those too. Thank you again so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Bye.